Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Chen, a handsome guy. I am a head cook in the restaurant in Hong Kong. I worked there for many years. One day, Mr. Liu, the owner of the restaurant without children, is retiring. So he offers me an opportunity that I can purchase the restaurant plus 14 other restaurants. The 14 restaurants are all over Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and Taiwan. Also, I am an excellent chief. I have no management experience. Luckily, I heard there's a famous and amazing team, the WK Magic Team. I'm honored to invite them to help. Now, let's welcome the WK Magic Team.
We are WQ Magic Team. I'm Uranus.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Alice.
I'm Kathy.
Let's look at the basic analysis about your restaurant. I reviewed the previous expenditures of the restaurant. I made a diagram about the main expenses. The restaurant spent almost a half money on buying ingredients, and every restaurant has regular food suppliers. Fresh ingredients are delivered to the restaurant by the suppliers every day. It also spent money on miscellaneous expense, such as tissues, chopsticks, and spoons. These things are directly purchased in local department stores, and every restaurant spent money on salary expense, utilities expense, and others. Of course, the business of all restaurants is selling dishes. What's more, I found all restaurants focus on comparing Chinese culture with the food. All special and famous dishes in restaurants are traditional Chinese dishes, like hot pot, fried eggplant, mapo tofu, and spicy chicken. We can see Chinese elements not only on their food but also on the decoration of the restaurants. According to the tradition of the restaurants, the hand chef in every restaurant will creatively produce a new dish and provide to the customers. Hence, the restaurants add the value of Chinese culture and chef's creation into the inputs.
Firstly, I will talk about how do they add value. The input changed into output by the Chinese traditional culture and the nutritive value and the personal innovation. Through the output, which is delicious cushions, we can see the Chinese traditional culture, like the hot pot we have in our restaurant. It's unique because you will not find anywhere else. And the mix of the raw material increased the cushion's nutritive value, and it's also tasty. Finally, the chef will not only be limited in the ordinary cookbook, because the restaurant will make some innovations in the cushion to combine with the local traditions, to make some change about the flavor of the cushions. And secondly, who do they sell to? The restaurant sell to the customers who loves the Chinese food or someone wants to taste something different, especially in the foreign countries like the restaurant in Singapore and Malaysia. And thirdly, who are the alternatives or competitors? Um, our major competitors is the same type Chinese restaurant. The restaurant which is around us and near us. We will sell mooncake in the middle autumn festival. What is the competitive advantages? The competitive advantage of the restaurant we have a good previous reputation because the restaurant has already opened for many years. Through the years of hard work, we have accumulated a group of loyalty customers. Moreover, the Chinese characteristics is also attractive to a lot of people.
As the WQ team, the first 5 points to solve the management of the restaurants is first focus on customs efficiency and effectiveness, and then technical skills, and finally the human skills. Um, First, I will talk about the focusing on customers. The success of a restaurant relies on customers. Managers focus on customers to improve customer satisfaction and retain customers. On the one hand, the customer's experience to the product should be known, includes dishes, service, and the whole environment of restaurants. An important point is that restaurants should consistently adjust their products as the customer's experiences change. Managers must understand that consumption concept is always easily changed. Therefore, creation is necessary. On the other hand, the orientation of restaurants and brand story can keep the customers as well, which are able to grab the hearts of customers. Second, let me talk about the efficiency.
Mr. Chen can control and improve efficiency to decrease waste from three steps. First, planning, matching goals with resources. The goals should be achieved by suitable resources. Second, concise flow. Systematic thinking is useful by direct restaurants with the needs of customers and the market. Finally, organizing, specialization. If everything is based on professionalism and respects standards and science, people will no longer rely on power and position to transmit information and instructions. Now, let us focus on effectiveness. The effectiveness relies on the standardized production. In this production, the same brand of dietary products produced at different times and locations are required to maintain a high degree of consistency in quality, which means the quality of the same dishes should be almost the same every time.
Management skills also are very important. When employing people, the knowledge and the proficiency is very important basic standard to restaurants, which means to improve the whole technical skills. The tacit cooperation presents the stronger ability to work well with others, which are human skills. Din Tai Fung, a famous small steam bun brand, its operation inside the enterprise is a little symphony, and ultimately they cooperate with each other to achieve harmonious unity. Now we can provide another 5 useful methods. They are motivation, personality, perception, communication, and leadership. First, how do you handle employees that appear to be unmotivated, like this person? As a manager, you are charged with figuring out how to tap into motivation into accomplish work goals. Attempting to motivate others is a complex task. Unfortunately, no universal motivators are available that are guaranteed to work on anyone and anywhere. So managers should recognize individual differences. People have different needs. Don't treat them all alike. Moreover, spend the time necessary to understand what's important to each person. This will allow you to set individualized goals for them. Then you could use goals and feedback. People prefer to have goals. If you are in a position to assign goals for others, help them to set hard and specific goals. These are most likely to motivate. Second, I would mention is personality, because personality, just like attitudes, it affects how and why people behave the way they do. Managers are likely to have higher performing and more satisfied employees if consideration is given to matching personality with their jobs. Moreover, managers need to understand different approaches to work by recognizing that people approach
like problem solving and decision making differently. In order to work effectively together, you need to understand each other's. This understanding comes at least one part from personality traits and emotions. Now we could see managers should also be interested in perception because it helps them understand employee behavior in the following ways. We are learned from that employees react to perception, not to reality. So pay close attention to how employees perceive both their jobs and management actions. Remember, the valuable employee who quits because of an inaccurate perception is just as great a loss to an organization as a valuable employee who quits for a valid reason. Now we could change our topic to communication. Communication is essential in managing the restaurant because everything a manager does involves communicating. Therefore, managers need effective communication skills. Now let me give you an example. A British company named O2 put internal communication into all of its practices, considering it to be two-way rather than an afterthought of PR. Finally, we could see leadership in management. One approach to understanding leadership is Pascal theory, which states that the leader's job is to assist followers in attaining their goals and to provide direction or support needed to ensure that their goals are compatible with the goals of the organization. In other words, effective leaders clarify that the path to help their followers get from where they are to the achievement of their work goals and make the journey along the path easier by reducing barriers. For example, you could use charismatic leadership just like Nelson Mandela because his high level of energy and enthusiasm made every person follow him.
Wow, after listening to your analysis, I know some basic information about restaurants and then some useful skills about managing. I really appreciate your help.